They say every city has its secrets, but Seattle has something different. Something that makes the fog roll in just a little thicker. Something that makes the Space Needle pierce the clouds like a warning beacon. You see, there's this story that's been passed down through generations of Seattleites. Not the kind you'll find in tourist guides or history books. It's whispered in coffee shops when the rain drums against windows, shared between locals during those rare, crystal-clear summer nights. They say that deep beneath Puget Sound, something ancient sleeps. Something that remembers when the land was young, when Mount Rainier was just learning to breathe fire. The indigenous peoples knew about it. They had names for it that modern tongues can't quite pronounce. But here's the thing about Seattle. It's not just a city, it's alive. The way the streets pulse with coffee and creativity, how the markets breathe with the tide, how the buildings reach up through the mist like fingers stretching toward the sky. And when that ancient thing stirs in the depths of Puget Sound, Seattle answers. I've heard old fishermen talk about seeing the city change on certain nights. The Space Needle straightens like a spine going rigid. The Great Wheel stops mid-rotation, as if listening. Pioneer Square's old bones creak with anticipation. And when that creature finally rises, scales slick with seawater, eyes gleaming like bioluminescent algae, Seattle doesn't run. No, Seattle transforms. The city itself becomes something else, something primal and powerful. Skyscrapers flex like muscles, streets ripple like sinews, and the very spirit of the city takes form. They say it happened once before, during a storm so fierce it was struck from official records. The battle between city and beast lit up Puget Sound like the Northern Lights, glass and steel against ancient scales and teeth. Nobody knows who won that night. But every time the fog rolls in extra thick, every time the sound goes unnaturally still, every Seattleite feels it, that tension, that readiness. Because we're not just living in a city, we're living in a guardian, a protector, a force of nature just waiting for its ancient adversary to rise again. And when it does, well, that's why they call Seattle the Emerald City. Not for its greenery, but for its magic, its power, its secret identity as something far more than just a dot on a map.